Hey there, it is 10 days into August and not a ton going on. I'm looking at the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and if you put what you're looking at in this little map, that is what is filtering. So I'm looking at just the Upper Peninsula. I'm gonna go ahead and put in, I'm gonna do 60,000. I'm gonna do hide pending and contingent. I'm going to do 20 acres or more and sort by newest. I already have, so here you can see the newest ones. So not a lot. I usually just look at the eastern side, right? So over here, so Nevis Island, Rudyard, 55,000 for 30 acres. Not really familiar with this area. Only listed 11 days. 30 acres in Rudyard, situated along Mackinac Trail. I'm not sure if it's an actual trail or if it's a road. Ideal for building a private residence, seasonal cabin, hunting camp, and more. Abundant wildlife and easy access to outdoor recreation. Utilities are available from the road. Mackinac Trail is the main north-south route through Rudyard, connecting to major highways. Okay, so it must be a road. I've not been through here, so I am not sure. So it says it's a blacktop road, 30 acres irregular. So the zoning may be pertinent for this one. There is a parcel number. You can call and see what the actual zoning is, whether you can camp and all of that. A lot of the townships have very specific recreational vehicle zoning. Sometimes you have to get a permit to have a camper on site. Looks like this is behind a house. So yeah, so this may not be, this may be too close to town. I'm not sure how populated, but it looks like it's pretty close to neighbors. Let's see what else on the lake. These are in a wetlands kind of area, to my knowledge. From what I understand about McMillan, there's a lot of wetlands. Here's a super cheap one if you're looking for super cheap. This one. $40 acres, no access, price to sell. So this one you can't get to legally. Why it's so cheap. Let's see, this one is Sault Ste. Marie. $20 acres undeveloped, short distance from Sault Ste. Marie zone residential. So this would be like a building site. Rapid River on US 2. 28 acres with half on the north and the other half on the south. There's an older camper trailer of no value on the south side at the west end of the property, which appears high enough for a camper to pull in another trailer. South portion of the subject parcel adjoins federal land. The north portion of the property adjoins federal land. Privately owned 40 acres, which is landlocked. which could be purchased for $12,500. Okay, so they've got landlocked, the landlocked one, and this. So hard to tell what the zoning would be. There is the township. You could always reach out to the realtor to get the parcel number to contact the zoning office. Yeah, I don't know about having US 2 is a pretty busy road. Not ideal for sure. And a lot of these have been on for a while. Yeah. This one here, this 80 acres in Newberry, was for sale previously. It was pending. And it was for sale for $10,000 more, and they must have accepted an offer for $49,900. It was pending, and then all of a sudden now it's not pending. That's why I marked it, because it was pending, and then now it's not. So I don't know if they must have found out it's a swamp and backed out, or their financing fell through or something. I don't know. So I always used to like to look at lot size also to see. So those are the biggest ones. I've opened it up, so it's most of the UP now on my 60,000 search here. So that's Wisconsin. The McMillan ones. The Newberry one. This one is 60,000 for 78. It's a lot of land. This does not have insurable access, so I think that means there's no legal way to get to it, I think is what that means. Republic. This one, $49,900 for 40. It's recreation season. Check out this nicely wooded 40-acre parcel. It's located just off the state highway with gated access. Wildlife galore is what you'll find. And hunting season will be here before you know it's not far from several lakes and rivers for additional recreation. So this one, they must have purchased this recently, maybe. Don't pay attention to this too much. Always go to the Michigan Tax Estimator website. It's in the description, you'll see. And this says 95 to left on Fence River Road to gate on left to property. The road only goes halfway in, so be prepared to walk. Use of the Onyx Map Hunt app is helpful. Republic Township, no utilities. So this one, they listed it in May, and then they dropped the price. May of 2024, they dropped the price in October. They took it off the market in November and relisted it in December, and it's still out there. So they may take less for this one if you're interested. They just have the one photo. Street view. Oh, there we go. These are sometimes interesting to look at. Which one is it? Is it this side or is it this side? That must be the wooded side. I think I looked at this before. I was trying to figure that out. Because where's that gate? You'd think, oh, so it's right here. Can't quite read it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one. Is it a field or is it wooded? Not sure. It makes a big difference though to people buying it. Sometimes you can go and you can see like, okay, where is that gate? if you spend a little time. Or maybe we can tell from the map. I don't know. Looks like it's wet anyway. Yeah. I don't know. There's a reason why it's been listed for 447 days. It's a long time. Wow. I thought that one looked familiar. I've seen that one before. Yeah. Rock is a good area, I think. This has been listed for 68 days, so this one's been on for a while. Cheap. Again, must not be ideal. This one, there looks like there's a big water. Sometimes you could put in flood. Yeah, look. So interesting that the area that looks like water, maybe that is water and it floods over to here. I don't know how that works. So that looks like a nice picture. Maybe that's the water. Oh, there we go. So 20 acres. So depending on what you wanted to do, if you just wanted a place to put your camper, if they let you, if the zoning lets you. No utilities, so seasonal, so you can only really go in not in the winter. Seasonal, so it'd be a good place to park a camper, but I don't know if you want to deal with a pond. Could be a pain. But yeah, not a lot going on for cheap land anyway. You know, if you up your price and then you can do this kind of thing, or you've already looked at this. Oops, what happened? You've already looked at 60,000, so we can do here. I'll do 61,000. Say we want. I'll look at up to 100,000 for the same thing, and that gives us a whole lot more. But then now that I'm paying more, I want more acres. So let's say I want to look at 50 acres or more. So let's see here. There's the 150 acres in Newberry. Taking a minute to load. Oh, it's got Marquette County up there for some reason. There's another. This one dropped 70,000 for 155. South Hendry River Road. Is this? This one's a commercial forest. Cannot cross the railroad tracks. You have to walk in. This one's been for sale for a while, I think. Yeah, 335. So really not a lot going on for land right now. Oops, that just totally got mad at me. So Luce County. So this one I did a video on. I walked it a little bit. There's a video if you want to see that. Duck Lake. This would be really nice if you want seasonal. Very good area close to Lake Superior. Trails. This one I am not familiar with. Oh, this. Oh. This is, oh, this is the one that's Dollarville, right? So this one used to be, yeah, this used to be the original Dollarville Road. This one's not too far out of town. Getting some properties. I did a video on this one. I walked it a little bit. There's a creek. Um, and there's a bunch of sawmill equipment in there that comes with this. It does have electric and a creek, and it's very overgrown, but this area up here by the pole barn was all clear. I feel like this is a good deal. There's some stuff around, but nothing too crazy. There's a couple, there was a truck up here, and there was another truck over this way that I saw. Old sawmill equipment. It's got the 3-stage electric all set up. And that was the driveway in. It's off the road a bit. So here's the road, and then you come back, and then there's all of this, and this creek kind of comes through here. So up by the building is high and dry, and then the rest could be susceptible to flooding or wet. I don't know if I can see the wetland on here. Yeah, so that lot comes off of here. So like the whole center of it is going to be wet, which is really good for hunting if you're a hunter. So that one's been listed for a little while. You might be able to offer less to see if they would take less. It's a pretty good building in the front by the road is nice. Probably some sweat equity to get the lot cleaned up and all of the stuff in the barn and everything. But yeah, not a lot going on. It's pretty quiet. Everybody's probably getting ready to get back to school, right? So we'll keep an eye on it. If anything good pops up, I'll let you know. Thanks.